Good morning, my bass brethren. I am here today with something new, but it's actually something old. This is Epiphone's Jack Casady bass, which is famously based on the Gibson Les Paul signature bass of, I believe, 1973, 1974. I'm not exactly sure how long they made it. They may have made it up to 75, but it was a very short window. Epiphone has had much more success with this bass. It has been in production now, I think, since 1998. So I'm excited to get this bass. I, of course, purchased this bass at the great House of Guitars, and that's a story unto itself. But I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I bought a Jack Casady in 1999, one of the earlier Korean-made ones. I really loved it. I thought it was a fantastic bass at like a very affordable price, and in some ways, I consider it better than the Gibson original. I'll get to that later. I really loved my Korean one, but in around 08, we moved, and you know, everybody's got their hand out when you move, so something had to go. I had to raise some money, so I sold my beloved gold top Jack Casady, and I've always wanted another one ever since, but I just keep on getting distracted by other basses. So while working at the great House of Guitars, one of my many duties there is I go through the bass inventory that is in the display cases periodically, and I give the basses setups so the customers have a good experience when they're trying out gear at the store. So this bass came across my bench. Again, this is a 22. It's been a case queen. It's been sitting around the store for a while. It's a great bass. I've always liked it. I was always very satisfied at how it's set up and how nice the action is on this bass, how they sound, how they play. But I don't know. I had it across the bench a few weeks ago, and I like, now's the time. You know, let's go for it. So I just brought it home the other day. I really, you know, I was a little disappointed when they moved from Korea to China. Don't ask me why. Sometimes I think when Epiphone moves their production from one country to another, sometimes the instruments suffer a bit. I'm happy to say that didn't happen with the Jack Casady. The Chinese ones are very well made, and what I really love about the Chinese ones is that they come in great colors. They've got Pelham blue, they've got sparkling burgundy, they've done white, they've done cherry, they've done, you know, silver burst, all kinds of great cool color combinations, which I think is awesome. But what I really like is this beautiful walnut stained back, like the original. The early Korean ones had a sort of murky burgundy translucent back, which was nice. I kind of liked it, but then they went to black, which I thought was a total kind of cheap out, and I didn't really like that. So when they transitioned their production from Korea to China, we ended up with this accurate, this is like the Gibson Les Paul signature bass, accurate, very nice walnut stained back. So kudos to Epiphone for bringing that back. These basses, boy, you know, they map at $849. Honestly, they could charge a lot more. I mean, you've got a hollow body bass, double binding, trapezoid inlay. There's a lot of beautiful detail on this bass. The bass does have a laurelwood fingerboard, which, you know what? On this bass, I'm really okay with. The grain is nice and tight. The wood is nice and dark and lively looking. It's not dried out, as some laurel wood can be. But I really wanted another gold top. I'll be honest, I'm a traditionalist. I like you know, if Gibson made them in gold, I want it in gold. I also like the sunburst ones they did too, but those are hard to find. But anyhow, this bass was in front of me, and I really love the sparkling burgundy color on this bass. I think it just really looks great on this bass. It's perfect color for it. So I'm really happy with this bass. Of course, you've got the Electar low impedance pickup with your Veritone switch of 500, 250, and I haven't got my glasses on, so, and 50 K resistance. We'll go through that. You just get simple controls, volume, tone. I love simple basses, man. I've got pickups with basses with 4 pickups, 3 pickups, 2 pickups. I really love a 1 pickup bass with the pickup centrally located right here. I get all my tonal variation from playing, with the tone control or the amp settings, or if I'm playing with a pick or I'm using my fingers. A lot of times, my fingers, when I play with my fingers, I float all over the place. I mean, I could be by the bridge, I could be over the pickup, I could be over the butt of the neck. Same with the pick, really. I'm all over the place with it. So 1 pickup basses, I think, can be made to be very versatile, and this bass is very versatile. Let's just sort of get into the tone. This is on the 500K. Do I want my pick now? We'll play with fingers this time. Very nice, full, rich, woody sustain. The bass sustains very nicely. It sings. The bass sings, and that's one thing I love about the Jack Casady bass. It just is a tone monster, very vibrant, very alive feeling bass. Let's see. Now we'll go to the 250. Beautiful sound. I'm kind of between the 500 and the 250. I like both of those a lot. Here's the 50. A little snappier, a little more treble. Still very full sounding. But I think I like the 500. It's just got a lot of oomph to it, So there it is, my friends. My latest acquisition. I'm really excited to get it. And again, man, visit your brick and mortar stores. Online's great. I buy there myself, but man, we got to keep these brick and mortar stores in business. So visit the great House of Guitars in Rochester, New York, or your favorite brick and mortar store. I use well-hung strap locks to keep my basses hanging right. And don't forget, Whirlwind Audio, the leader. They've been keeping me connected for all these years. Special shout out to my brother-in-law, Michael Liacona, founder of Whirlwind Audio. So until next time, my bass brethren, keep on rocking.